Yeah.
Alright then. This is much sooner than expected, but we are here to play again.
Yes. I appreciate you guys showing up.
Alright then. So you wait till the next day to, or do you do anything tonight?
Nope. Tonight, just head back to my inn and take a nice bath and relax.
Oh yeah, did you ever prove your innocence to the innkeeper?
No, because he kicked us out, and then we went. I forget how we found that trail, but that's
It was a bunch of bullshit.
yeah. I'm trying to, cause I know. Well, because there was the assassins that tried to jump us in the street when we first came to town, and I know at some point we followed a trail that took us to a warehouse, an abandoned warehouse, or what's supposed to be an abandoned warehouse in a docks district. Then I ended up finding some secret passages. And I think that's when we found out about the doppelgangers and then had kidnapped me and then replaced me. And then that's what happened. The doppelganger replaced me. He was the one that was going around attacking the innkeeper.
You
And now the assassins that tried to kill us during the street fair, I don't remember what happened with that. I know I talked to my old
they were
members of
just
my old.
regular thieves.
Okay.
You just seemed like a good
I didn't.
target.
Okay, I can remember if they were sent. We found out they were sent by someone specific or not.
Let's see. If I remember correctly, you killed one, the other one said fuck this and left.
Yeah, and then I went and talked to my old guild to see if maybe they put a hit out on me because they found out I was back in town, and they claimed they didn't. And I don't remember anything after that.
Okay, it doesn't give you to roll a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy?
Yes.
Oh, can I roll bluff instead?
No.
Oh, I'm not
Well,
good at
yes,
diplomacy.
you can actually.
Huh?
You can roll bluff if you wish,
Oh,
but
okay. With the bluff,
DC is higher.
I got a 20 on the bluff check.
He sees you want to be proved. He's not that convinced.
Okay.
He's understanding that wait, you weren't the one that attacked him. Simon was.
Oh, I thought I was because I was the. Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, well, I'll just explain to him. That guy, his temple called him off on a holy mission somewhere else in the country, so he had to leave. So he's been gone for however many days it's been in game time. I'm not sure, but
Roughly a day or so.
Yeah, so he received the urgent message from his temple saying he had to go on a holy mission. So you won't have to worry. He won't be around for a while.
Okay, Joe, do you have diplomacy?
Nope, but I got a +4 with rankless.
Yeah, the paladin was our diplomat, and I'm the bullshitter in the group. And
Okay, Ember rolled an 18 for her diplomacy.
okay,
Okay. Because of the circumstances, and I'm gonna just say this: you brought a doppelganger to his face to prove it to him, so he feels grateful to you that you
okay,
this is all just a misunderstanding and everything.
okay, cool,
Actually, I think there's some kind of award he gives you.
nice.
Let's see. No, not there. Ah, he offers you free room and board for a month.
It sounds good to me. Thank you.
For all three of you, just because I want to make this simple.
Nice.
Alright then. Now on to the ledger. So I'm assuming you read it the next morning?
Yeah, is it written in Undercommon or something else?
Undercommon.
Okay, I'll tell you. Don't worry, my friend. During the nighttime, my great intellect enabled me to read this without having you needing to spell. So I'll just open the book and start reading it.
Okay. Because it is a bit old, it is a bit difficult for you to translate, but you do get it done.
Okay, cool.
It details over the various papers and the ledger. It details recent transactions, business transactions he's taken care of, including rare and dangerous items with people in the city. The most recent item on the list details an ancient relic listed as the Apollitic Scrolls.
As the what scrolls?
Apollitic Scrolls, or something like that. I can't really pronounce it.
Apocalyptic scrolls.
Props, most likely.
Okay.
This transition is between the Mind Flayer and Loris Raninium.
Does it give an option to acknowledge local? See if I recognize that name.
Yes, you may.
Okay. Where's my local? I need to start boosting ranks in that. I still got a 24 though.
Okay, yeah, you don't. It's not that hard to recognize the name after a few seconds of thinking. This is a very popular, very well-known man that runs the Gladiator tournament, or the arena in general, and is hosting the Gladiator tournament in a short while.
Does it say what exact? So he sold some scrolls to him, or he bought some from him?
The Mind Flayer essentially sold the scrolls to him.
And there's apocalyptic scrolls.
Yeah. It also there's a note, like a little side note that says, "This guy tried to have you hired the Mind Flayer to kill you."
The arena master did?
Yes.
Oh, he's the one that hired the mind flayers to try to kill us. And then presumably the mind flayers got the assistance of the doppelgangers to
These are all reasonable and
of course. And then I will definitely translate or tell my allies about that.
Yeah.
Does anyone in this town like you?
Apparently not. This is why I didn't want to come back. I'm so convinced I was sold out by someone. That's why I got arrested. But of course, I can't prove that. And from the day I came back here, I had rogues in the street try to kill me. Then now I got some guy I don't know trying to have me killed. Was it me specifically, or was it just me and my friends?
Your group.
My RKR group. Oh, so it's all three of us he hates.
Well, not specifically Joe, because he just joined up, but now he's basically included.
He's guilt by association, I gotcha.
Yes. You also got 5 action cards this week.
Nice. Alright, well, we need to go talk. I'm going to introduce you to our contact here in town, the person we came to see, and hopefully he has some more information for us about these. Joe, I'll explain to you the green worms that we've been finding, that they bait people, and over time they kill them and reanimate them as some kind of it's like a zombie, but it's like a unique zombie to the module, so I'm not really sure how to explain it. If I remember correctly, these zombies can attack people and just keep infecting them with this plague. So yeah, I guess plague-carrying zombies is probably the quickest way to explain them.
Knock, 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 knock.
We're knocking, or someone's knocking on the door.
You hear a knocking on your door.
Oh, I will put the book down and I'll step on the door like,
"Come in."
Oh, fuck. I'm looking back. He's like, why? I'll open the door.
The door handle opens.
I'll open the door. Yeah, I'll just open the door at this point. So there's no point in trying to bluff the person.
He looks. You see some. You see delivery. He holds out a letter to you. No, wait. It would be
for me or for someone.
Egulus?
Or one of these two.
Are you Egulus?
Egulus? No, I'm not Egulus. I'm Ezekiel.
Sorry, that's it. Ezekiel. That's what he wanted. I was trying to remember your name, but I couldn't remember it.
You were the person, or the NPC was.
What? The NPC.
Is that you personally, Sammy, forgetting my character's name?
Both. The NPC and me.
Oh.
Are you Ezekiel?
Yeah.
he pulls out from his he opens his jacket and pulls out a letter. Delivery for you.
I'm gonna I'm gonna kind of look down, make a perception check, looking down the hallway, see if anybody's ready to try to watching us. With a 31 perception,
You make note of no one else in the vicinity.
I'll pull out a silver piece and I'll be like, "Who told you to give this to me?" Does he say?
Yes, I'm trying to think of the name. Master Igulos.
Oh, our friend, our contact here in the city, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll hand him the silver and say, "You never saw me. Okay. Have a nice day."
Sure. He takes the coin, he just turns around and leaves.
Yeah, I'm
with
sure
a smile on his face.
Yeah, I'm sure a silver piece is good money for him.
Yeah.
Like, well, speaking of our friend, he just sent me a letter. Apparently, I am popular in this town, and I will. Being paranoid as a thief, I will ask my cousin to cast identify magic or detect magic on the letter.
Does she have that spell?
Yeah, it's a 0-level spell.
Okay, so you detect no magic. It's just an ordinary letter.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to give you any ideas because that's what Joe would want me to do. But I'll just open the letter and read it.
Okay. You see as an invitation to his manor, with details for come this night for dinner, and he also has very important information concerning the item you gave him.
Thank God! Finally a break. Finally something meaningful that's helping us out.
He asks you to wear something nice as well.
Oh, of course.
It's more of a recommendation, but he does prefer it.
Yeah, I'll get a. I split up the gold we got from the stuff we sold, and I'm not spending any of it because I want to save up more to buy something. So I'm just gonna.
You got like what 5,000-ish gold from that?
Our individual cut from that was 58.53. Then I had other gold I haven't spent yet because the item I want costs like roughly 20,000 gold. So I got to keep saving up.
Well, Ember has 17,000.
No, damn, she's got more than me.
She doesn't spend it on anything.
Well, she's a wizard. I mean, that's mostly she'll have this chance to spend hers on
spell components, which that's another thing I'll have to remind her of.
Yeah, her and I talked about that last night, actually.
Oh yeah, the Pacifics.
Because she wanted to get a rod of spell quickening. I'm like, well, you can get one. But those things are incredibly expensive. They're more expensive than I thought they were.
No, it's one of the better ones.
So she's probably going to save up for that. There's a bow I want, but the special property has a +2 bonus, which means it's going to cost me 18,000, like 800 gold or something. Okay. Ridiculous.
Did you tell her that from now on she has to spy the spell components beforehand before she can use a spell?
No, but I will remind her when she logs on.
All right then.
That,
can you like give her a break on that where she just says she buys 5,000 gold pieces worth of spell components and just pull as she uses them, rather than make her like sit down and figure out, okay, I'm getting 10 for this spell, 5 for that spell.
Maybe. I'll give it a thought.
Just because I think she's a bit overwhelmed by playing Witcher. She's never played one before, so yeah, that would help.
That is definitely a good thought, and I will give it so much and I'll make my decision by the time she logs on. So, you have an entire day of about roughly 8 to 10 hours before you're expected to arrive at his manor.
Alright. What am I going to do? I am going to... Damn it, I should have... What?
Maybe you should heal your character.
Oh yeah, Joe will heal me back to full because he's a nice guy.
Yes, and it's also been an entire rest period.
Yeah.
I spent like an hour the night before poking with cure minor wound spells every time it looks like he was about to fall asleep.
The poker.
You're supposed to be studying it under Common for Dummies. Don't fall asleep. Heal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's amazing. Poking. I don't know. The cure poker. Or something.
Go shopping.
He's gonna go shopping. While he's doing that, Silver's gonna head back to our family home because for the record, I don't walk around with all my gold on me. I'm only keeping 50 gold on me plus my silver and copper. That's it. The other, like 10,000 plus, is going to be kept at my family's noble estate.
Okay.
But since I'm not speaking to them, she's just going to take it there for me and store it in the vault or whatever, and then she'll go and get it when I need it. Okay. So, because I'm saving up right now.
Make note of that in your inventory in case a pickpocket comes to steal things.
So I'll have. So I got 50 gold coins. Actually, I'm going to take... Yeah, I'll have 50 gold, then I'll take some gold and translate that to silver, and then take silver and exchange it for copper.
You can just trade straight up from gold to copper.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, I want to have some coins in all three, though.
Oh. So if someone tries to steal from you, they have less chance to steal all that.
Well, much. It's not that. It's just not everything. There are some things that only require you to spend copper pieces. That's all.
All right then.
So
I'm assuming she would also store some of her valuables there.
I'll have 50 gold, 20 silver, and 20 copper on my person, and then the rest of this is in my home. Oh, I should probably do that on the paper sheet. I know what I was going to do. I was going to get I'm going to go buy a nice set of clothes, because I don't think I have any other than my regular clothes and adventuring gear.
Emperor got a whole bunch of it.
Well, that's because she's a chick and she's a wizard, and wizards are usually...
No, from the Doppelgangers, there was a whole bunch of things. Everything from the player's manual, she has. I think like twice over.
Nice. Where is equipment? That's a long list.
So, Joe, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go buy that. Then after that, I was gonna gather information about this, the arena master. See if I can figure out why it is he was targeting me.
Okay, put the check in. Put the result in chat. And Joe, what are you doing?
I buy a set of dining clothes, and I'm looking for a adamantium long sword.
Antimanium longsword?
If I open up a third window on Chrome, the sound starts suffering.
Yeah, I noticed that too because I used to play on Chrome when I try to look up something, the SRD would lock up, and then that's why I started playing on Firefox.
I may switch over to Firefox as well. All right then. What next?
During the day, I go. Oh, I was gonna. That's right. I gather information. So I must forget something. That's not bad. Let's see. I rolled a 14 plus my 16, so I got a 30 on my gather information.
Okay, you hear from the people that he is very popular, well-liked. He's a champion from the tournament, an older champion, but he's getting on in years. And that's generally nice things you hear about him.
But no one's talking about why he was looking to have someone killed.
They all question you as what the freak are you talking about?
Well, I just, heard rumors that he was looking to, we'll call it, deal with a problem. Wink, wink, if you know what I mean. Wink,
They all look
wink.
at you strangely and then walk away.
I'm going to go look for some of my former guild mates, because if a contract is put out, they will probably know about it, or at least something, or at least be able to give me information and point me in the right direction.
Well, you go up to your old hangout, you find them and question them.
I just ask them. I'm going to ask them, so the, what's his name, the arena master tried to have me killed.
I will put it in chat just so you have it. Let's see. Which word is it? Between, there it is. They all chipped in it. What the freak are you talking about?
I put a contract on Paul's head. I figure him being a notorious thief, probably people were willing to chip in to raise the money.
Okay, Loris Rekian, or however you pronounce that. Yeah, so they tell you they have not heard of anything of the such of a contract out on your head.
Well, I have a good authority that he did try. I know he had to try to have me killed. I just don't know why.
Well, they tell you they're not going to be of much help. They tell you it's likely done through private channels, which would explain why they never heard it.
Oh, come on. I know the guild's connected. I used to be one of you guys, remember? I know you guys.
They are outer ring, lower tier gang members. They don't have deeper connections into the city.
Oh, you're not going to let me say I was part of one of the better? Oh.
You're not one of the worst ones, but you're not definitely the highest. You're not like part of the Thieves Guild or anything.
Well, I'm part of a Thieves Guild, just not the most renowned Thieves Guild.
Or anything of... You're a decent one. Given a few more years and a lot of good things happening, they probably could challenge that, but they would all be killed before then.
I guess I could see if I could track down someone who maybe acts as like a broker for assassination contracts. Like, hey, I want to have this guy taken care of. You speak to this person goes out and finds the right person for the job. And
give me a search check plus gather information check.
Search. Okay, the search was 38. The gather info was 30 again.
Okay. You do find a person of this, and they tell you they cannot give out such information.
Oh, come on. You can tell me who tried to have me killed. It won't kill you. Get it?
No, that's private client information, and they cannot give out anything of the sort.
I will try a bluff check and tell them, well, since you helped arrange the deal to have me killed, and I'm still alive, that means you failed, which means whoever contacted you is going to be pissed, and they're probably going to come looking for you to silence you.
What's your check?
I'm trying to bluff check because I have no idea if this is true. I mean, I think there's a good chance, but I'm trying to bluff him to tell me well, that's not really a bluff because that is true because I do want to kill this guy. So
what does the check reveal? Like the results.
I'm trying to think of a way I can bluff him into telling me the name. You know what? If you tell me who it is, I will eliminate them, and then there'll be no connection to you.
It's bad for business.
Yeah, but it's also bad for business if you're dead. You don't want to die, so why don't you tell me, and then you can keep living it and keep doing business.
Okay, you notice around the room 4 intimidating-looking guards who do not like your threats.
Oh, I'm not threatening you. I'm just saying. I mean, it's true. I mean, the mind flayer that tried to have me killed. Him
What
and all
mind
his.
flayer?
Oh, that there's a mind flayer that this person talked to you, then you talked to whoever, and then
I
they
have no idea
contacted.
what you're talking about. There's no mind flayer part of this contracting business.
Well, there was, because
I've never heard of one. You must be thinking of some other
I know you're lying
contractor.
to me, and I get you have to lie to me. That's fine. Because I found his ledger, I know who he's doing business with, and
Then you already have what the information you want. Why are you contacting me?
Because I want to know exactly why it is he wanted to be killed.
I don't get such information. I just get the contract, and we just get the person killed. We don't get the why.
When did he come to you?
Never.
How did he contact you?
He didn't. I never received a contract to kill you.
You're full of shit, and we both know it.
He's just smiling at you. He's just smiling at you. You believe whatever you wish to believe. You can tell he's having fun with this conversation.
Yeah, I know. You might want to set up a grid, because I may lose my cool and start shooting people.
Without just cause, the killing him will actually go against your character.
I'm chaotic neutral. He's part of an assassin's guild or assassin's network who knowingly tried to have me killed and is mocking me about it. The way I look at it, the world's a better place without him.
Can you roll a sense motive?
I can. Unfortunately, I don't have ranks in it.
Oh.
It's a class skill, too. I need to start putting ranks in that since it's a class skill.
And you're the only person there.
I got a 15. That's not... Wait, is that sense mode was wisdom-based, I think? Yeah, so 15.
You don't get any lies from him so far from this conversation. Now, I have other business to attend to. Contract to fill, information to sort, and whatnot. Why don't you leave and sort out your business?
What is... does it describe, like... It looks like what he's carrying, what he's wearing, or anything?
He seems a plain-looking, above-average businessman. He does seem like he has a dagger on his hip, but that's about it.
Yeah, people didn't wear or use belts back then. I'm trying to, because I do have max ranks in pickpocketing. And I'm trying to think if there was anything I could pickpocket off of him that might help me out, but I'm gonna look to see if he has any keys, or if there might be an area where he has any keys on him.
Perception?
Yeah. Let's see, 18 and 6, 24.
Nothing that you can notice on his person.
Damn it. Okay. I'll leave.
Have a nice day. If you ever need someone to have killed, please inform us.
Yeah. Okay. I'm tempted to try to have him killed. I'd rather do it myself. I'll leave.
I was wondering about that.
And then when I leave, what time of day was I here?
I'd say a little afternoon.
Okay, I'm guessing this was... it probably wasn't a house. It was probably like a store front or something, or a store where he was, where I met with him.
Alley.
Okay, I'm gonna find a place to hide, and when one of those guys leaves, I'm gonna follow them and see where they go, because I'm convinced that since I went to them and I'm convinced they do know something, they're gonna go talk to someone else about the fact that I'm still alive and I'm asking questions.
Okay, so you're gonna wait there until either something happens, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tick tock, tick tock. Joe, are you doing anything during this time?
Just rubbing my forehead in pain as Paul goes off on a wild goose chase of his own creation.
Okay. So
I'm not gonna do anything out. Don't worry, I'm not gonna let it get it carried away.
Okay. Tick tock, tick tock.
Paranoid thieves are fun to play.
Yes. Also, you also know the sun is starting to set. The time Egilos wants to meet you is rapidly approaching, and no one has entered or left that building. You're watching intently.
There's probably a secret entrance somewhere else. Well, I mean, when the time comes, I'll just go to my associate's house and meet up with my allies.
Okay. It is time to meet Egilos.
Okay, I will head out and meet him, or meet them at his house.
Okay.
Oh man.
I just realized.
Yeah, I went in an alley for the last several hours.
I just realized you guys were still staring at the lair.
Oh yeah, the old dungeon crawl. Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought you were looking at this screen right now. All right then. You approach the big houses, a white marble manor, and at the doorway greets you the aged elven manservant, Paul Laird.
Hey man, how's it going?
He gives you a bow and says, "This way, please."
Absolutely.
He eyes Yule. The guy's a weird name, and for a moment before just leading you straight to the dinner table. Egilos is already waiting for you, seated in a tall velvet upholstered chair.
Nice.
And several other chairs sit in the room. One for each of you.
Okay.
Arranged in a low table set with several tantalizing dishes. He rises as you enter the room. "Good evening, my friends. I trust you brought your appetites. I tend to eat dinner as I get the chance, and hope this somewhat informal repast doesn't offend you."
No, it's fine. I'm not worried about it.
"Good. I thought not. In any event, let's eat. After dinner, I'll tell you what I've learned of your little green worms."
Okay.
You see, it's very nice dinner platter served for royalty, basically, or nobles.
Yeah. Basically, this is what Silver and I are used to. We grew up with this lifestyle.
Yeah. Well, mostly Ember.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
He does, during out the dinner as you're eating, he does ask you to recount tales of adventure or what you've been up to.
I'll tell him, like, yeah, they tried to have us killed, and I found a guy, and I'm not sure what part of town it was, Sammy, but I'll just tell him I found a guy in this part of town, and he was, kept denying that he had anything to do with brokering the assassination attempt, or the assassination attempt put on us. I don't believe him. And I tried to watch the building for any strangers or visitors coming in and out, but no one came or left. Most likely because they have some kind of underground passage, if they're worth anything, is a assassin's network. And here we are. Oh, and this guy, I forget the name personally, but I'll say the guy's name. And the arena master, he's the one that wanted to have us killed.
He raises an eyebrow in response.
Do you know him?
Know him? Saying I know him would be like saying I know you. Everyone knows him.
But not everyone knows me, so it wouldn't quite be anywhere near the same.
No, saying he knows you is like him knowing the Loris.
Okay.
Everyone knows him. He is very influential and has made tremendous work for the arena. He pretty much made it what it is today.
Well, unfortunately for those people that love him so much, he's gonna die.
He is a resourceful individual. And just straight up killing him will not solve the problems.
No, but an arrow through the throat will.
that will more than likely turn the entire city against you.
Well, they won't know it's me. I'm gonna walk up to them in the street, Godfather style, and be like, "Hey, here we go."
That is true. But onto other matters. We'll get to that in a bit.
Okay.
All the clues you've given me and everything I've gathered, some of these items are unrelated and only of minor concern, such as the silver diam. I actually don't
Item?
know. Yeah, I don't actually remember exactly what items you've given him.
I don't remember. Probably just whatever the module says.
Okay, I'm going to assume these items you gave him. Okay, so he makes note of the silver diam, and he says it's just not of particular note to the current investigation. The demon horns are just once belonged to a very powerful demon that was slain eons ago, and the talisman of the sphere is also unrelated.
Okay.
But he does tell you that okay, now I get to go in character. The important information include such things that a minor deity of the creation and mastery of the undead called Cuss. He is a very old deity, but let's see. Okay. The presence of the worms do, in fact... I am very difficult at explaining this information. The minor deity Cuss, the worms do denote his presence, which is a concern, because the last time he arose in such prominence led to something called the Age of Worms, which nearly destroyed the world, which would have led to the destruction of the world as we know it.
Oh yeah, I would say flesh-carrying zombies infecting their plague upon everyone would definitely be a problem. I mean, I may be a former thief, but I mean, it doesn't mean I want to see a whole population of people mass murdered.
The worms itself, the spawn of Cuss, you've told me about. You've met one of them. Or met some of them.
Yeah,
They are particularly dangerous in
Yeah.
how they can spread and kill. But they are far more active than they have ever been before. Usually they are small, consisting of a single priest. And even this connection to this ambient triad is new. Usually they work alone.
Well, I guess sometimes you just need to call on reinforcements to help your cause.
If I'm just silent for a period of time, I'm just reading.
Oh. Okay. That must be what Joe's doing.
What is he doing? Joe, what are you doing?
Eating dinner and still trying to figure out what was bothering a third party.
Oh, dinner's over.
I'm just trying to listen in, get caught up.
Okay. The Age of Worms goes by many names. The End Times, the Dark Age, and the Eternal Ruin, among many, many more. But what is consistent is the worms themselves and Cuss. Many have their own translations and own interpretations of what this means. But the most concerning things are the most vile and concerning of these are prophecies are recorded in texts, rare texts, such as the Book of Vile Darkness, Libris Mortis, the Necronomicon, and the Apocalyptic Scrolls, and many more across ruins around the world. It is with so many apparent information available to me, it is very, very apparent something is happening, and more than likely someone is building to this event called the Age of Worms. If something is not done, it could very well lead to the end of life as we know it.
Outstanding. Isn't it such poetic justice? A shunned thief and target of an assassination plot is one of only 3 people that can stand in the face of the greatest evil ever threatened mankind. I find it quite humorous.
Okay.
Oh, what do we need to do?
Although this it doesn't. While it's concerning that this the arena master is out for you, he seems completely unrelated to the worms itself. It is.
Yeah, okay.
Well, there's no information that he has any, so he gives you information that it might be best to either leave it to him to take care of it, and skip town. Or if you're ambient on doing it yourself, there is the tournament in a few days.
Okay, but I mean, what can we do as far as the thing with the cult? Is what I'm wondering.
Well, unless you can find anybody containing the Apocalyptic Scrolls, the Book of Vile Darkness, the Libris Mortis, and Necronomicon are concerning. As long as these stay out of their hands, there's no real immediate threat.
Okay, do we know of anyone specifically that's actually looking for any of those items right now?
Can you give me an intelligence check?
Oh, wasn't the arena master? Wasn't he? I think he was what? He was either buying or selling them.
He already did buy them.
Oh, the arena master already did buy them.
Did you? Right. You tell Igulus?
Yeah, okay, that's right.
We found in the ledger that he had bought the scrolls from the Mind Flayer, and also asked the Mind Flayer to assassinate you, which is why I'm baffled why you were this other random assassin group to claim they knew something about it when they were in no way evolved.
Okay.
Yes, your new friend seems quite correct.
Okay.
But him having these scrolls already puts him in very concerning position. I cannot tell you exactly what it contains, but I do have an idea. They contain the details on how to create what is called an Ugalestia, a very powerful and dangerous undead creature that is capable of creating even more undead creatures by devouring the living.
Outstanding. Alright, so it sounds like, I'm not skipping town. This guy has the scrolls, and I'm gonna steal them from him. I'm gonna try to steal them from him.
It's best to destroy such scrolls.
Well, steal them, then destroy them, yeah.
Either way, it's whatever happens, getting them out of his hands is a priority. The tournament is in a few days. It would be the appropriate chance to search get close to him and search the area for the scrolls and anything else of importance.
Actually, I was just going to try to break into it. I would say we can try to break into his offices tonight and try to find him.
That is also possible.
What do you guys think?
Although the tournament is in a day or two, so it might not be a good idea to do it now if you do try the stealth approach.
Why not?
There's going to be security everywhere.
Yeah, but there'll be security during the tournament, too.
Yeah,
well, I put it to a group vote, Joe. I mean, do you want to try to do it now, or do you want to wait for...
Well, when this tournament happens, we know he's going to be away from his house for a set period of time with most of his guards with him.
Well, yeah, I mean, Sammy, does he... As far as where he lives, does he have, his dwelling is in the arena somewhere? Like, he has his own private living quarters in there, or does he have, a separate house somewhere else in the city? Because I was assuming that he just probably has a certain part cut out for his own private dwelling area.
You see what I see, the arena?
Let me zoom out a little bit. So his palace is kind of based right, over on one side of the.
It's right there.
So it looks like his offices are here, private residence there. Yeah, and then his private residence is right there.
Yeah, he lives
So what do you
basically
think?
at the arena.
Or we can try to break in during the day when he would. Yeah, I guess we could wait till the tournament comes up and then try to go in during the daytime when he'll presumably be watching the gladiator event.
It's coin flip.
If you do enter the tournament, you could win gold. But it would mean revealing yourself to him.
Yeah, as far as he knows, we're dead.
No.
Wear a disguise, a luchador mask.
Although he never got confirmation we were. Oh, well, she's setting up her computer right now. She just texted me. Do you want to enter the tournament, Joe?
I don't see how that gets us to the scrolls, though.
Right.
You have direct access to the arena and the understructure, which connects the entire place. It would give you a free entry into the place. Yeah, you would have free entry into the structure. You would more than likely, all information you need to find is there.
I gotcha. Basically, have the sheep invite the wolves in for dinner, huh? I gotcha.
It's more or less that.
Okay.
With it, he can't really touch you directly, either.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah. But like I said, it does basically reveal you know something's up, more than likely.
Yeah. Okay, does that sound like a plan to you, Joe?
Yep.
Okay, we'll wait for the tournament to start.
Okay. He does tell you need a manager for your team, and he knows someone who would fit the position.
Why can't you sponsor us?
He does not have a certificate to do so.
Oh. I mean, this guy, do you think he's trustworthy?
He's an old friend. Trustworthy beyond belief.
Okay, cool.
She will be in contact with you shortly.
Is she human or elf or half elf? Basically, is she hot?
I can't really identify since I get basically the chest up vision of her. Yeah, probably.
I would say, yeah, if that's what you're really focused on, then I guess that's a good sign.
That's all I have for an image.
No, I'm not talking about you. Oh, I thought that's what he was saying in character. That's okay. Never mind.
No, that's the images I have of the actual character.
Okay.
He names her actually, now that I speak it out, it's actually pronounced almost literally celestial. It's Celestia. It's actually a very neat coincidence.
Actually, Celestia is the name of the lawful good. No, Celestia is the. Yeah, it's a lawful good plane. Lawful good plane.
And well, this person's named apparently after it. Celeste.
Oh, Celeste.
Celestia. Celeste.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
She is human. Does make note of that. And
Does
he'll direct you to meet with you in tomorrow. You have.
She wants to meet okay.
This tournament starts in 2 days.
That your character's pickup line? You look like you got a little elf in you. Would you like some?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do to her. Then that's exactly what I'll do to her. No, I'm not gonna go down that road. That just gets awkward for everybody.
So we going in into disguise?
We can try.
Do you say this to with Egulos in front of you?
Sure, I don't care.
He does not recommend it because, depending on the disguise, they have magical means to detect certain things. And if you're caught,
I was just talking about like mask.
Oh,
fake names.
We're gonna wear a gimp mask and name ourselves. I don't know. Just give yourself some kind of.
He says to be cautious because
nickname.
if certain disguises and things will not be allowed.
We'll wear gimp masks and call ourselves the Booty Hunters. What's wrong with that?
He just shakes his head and asks you to leave.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking with you. You're a good dude. All kidding aside, I do appreciate your help. I really do. I know I can be a pain in the ass to deal with. I've been told that all my life, so I appreciate your patience.
He does make note of that the games are, despite what Loris is, despite him, the games are a serious and a very well-full event. He asks you to do at least add some seriousness to the tournament itself.
Oh yeah, I mean, now is this a fight to the death, or is it a fight with like weapons that are non-lethal, like arrows that don't do lethal damage, weapons with like wood weapons? Like, what's exactly is the setup here?
He does not know all the rules, but he does know the person who you're getting in contact with does. Or you are revealed before or sometime before the tournament starts. You will be informed.
And we're meeting her here at his house tomorrow.
No, he will direct you to. He will direct her to you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna kind of lean in as I leave, like make sure she comes to me directly.
He just shakes his head and says.
And then Silver, is that you?
Sorry, I'm trying to get my headset to switch, and I didn't want to interrupt, so.
That's all right.
Okay. I remember. Okay. So, while you were gone, they actually did a few things. Paul, do you want to explain, or?
Was it helpful, or did he just get drugged up and, get thrown in jail? Or pick fights?
I almost assassinated a few people, but, no, I learned Undercommon. I read the Ledger. There is a very popular,
very
well-known guy in town. He runs the Gladiators Arena. There's a tournament starting, I think, either tomorrow or the next day. He actually made a deal with that Mind Flayer we killed to acquire some scrolls, and these scrolls are one of the 3 elements that will bring about the Age of Worms, which basically brings the destruction of the entire universe. He has them. He bought them off the Mind Flayer, and then another part of that purchase was that Mind Flayer would have us assassinated. So he's the one that wanted us killed. He's the one that set this whole thing with the Mind Flayer and the Drow and the...
What's his name?
It's in chat. I don't remember personally.
So how do we know him, or we don't know him?
I recognize the name with my knowledge local because he's very popular in town. And then we went to meet Alliston's friend, and Alliston's friend told us about the 3 things that are needed to be brought together to really kickstart the Age of Worms, really get it going.
Well, any of them can start it.
Yeah.
It's just bringing them all.
I thought you needed all 3.
No.
You don't need all 3?
There's 4, and each one contains different information. If you have all of them, that's good, but anyone can do it.
Okay, so, we know for sure we're one of these things is, and it's the apocalyptic scrolls, which he has.
So we know his name, but how does he relate to us? Like,
he wanted to have us killed, and he has scrolls.
But why? That's what I'm asking.
Presumably because we interfered with his work, and I mean, we don't know for sure, but I'm guessing it's because this stuff happened before Joe came here, that we interfered with his working in Diamond Lake, the small town where we started off. Went to the old observatory and killed the mage, and the mage was, there and beyond the behests of the mine manager. We went to the mines and found the 3 temples. They're all involved, and they were stopped, and I'm guessing word got around that we were responsible for stopping that, and we probably were killed because they probably tried to have us killed because we knew too much. That's my guess. I can't, of course, I can't say that for sure, but that's my guess.
Yeah.
But
okay, so we have to stop him then.
We're going to go into the tournament, because when we enter the tournament, we'll have legal access to the tournament grounds, the arena grounds. His offices are right by. His personal palace residence is right next to the arena also. We're going to go from there and see if we can try to steal those scrolls from him and destroy them.
You said you did a knowledge local, but is he actually anyone important, like a
Yes, he
noble
is
or
important.
anything? Or
He's not. I don't know about noble. He's just wealthy. He's a wealthy retired gladiator that started the arena.
oh, okay,
If you
so we don't know why he's trying to destroy anything.
I mean, if he needs to be killed, then I'll do it without hesitation.
You do know that a direct conversation cannot happen right now. You do not have anything to specifically say he's evil.
Prove it.
Yes, you have to find proof, is what you got.
How about
from
if we
them.
just have Joe detect evil?
Joe's not a paladin. Well, I guess clerics can do it, but
Yeah, I was gonna say I could have sworn clerics could do it too.
it's just not at will.
I'm
Okay.
wondering if he actually detects his evil.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, I found him.
it might be important. You definitely want to have his stats.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? I actually statted him out? He's an actual character? I thought it was just some civilian.
No, he's probably.
If he's behind the whole evil thing, honey.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. The module probably gives stats for him.
Yes, but I was actually thinking he was just some random civilian with just minor stats. Like, you could just
No,
stab him
he's
with a dagger and
retired
he would
arena
die.
champion. He's gonna be. He's gonna know how to handle himself.
Alright, so I actually have him fully statted out. Okay. Okay, so, and you were also told a contact from...
Oh yeah.
A contact's gonna meet you in tomorrow, since you got... Oh yeah, you just had a nice dinner with him.
Yeah. Oh, and one last thing, Silver, before Sammy continues, we went and proved our innocence to the innkeeper that we did not try to kill him, and so now we're back in his good graces, and he's given all three of us a month's free stay at the inn. And tomorrow
Okay.
morning, a lady that's friends with our contact here, we have to have a sponsor in the arena, and she's going to sponsor us. Okay, that should be it. That should be everything now.
Thank you.
Okay, so morning.
I'm taking 3,000 gold, by the way.
That's fine.
That only gives me 12 doses, so.
Okay.
That's so hot. Okay. Morning.
Yes.
Around, say, 10, 11-ish, you hear a knock, knock, knock on your door.
No,
Oh, actually, 1 second. My food just got here. I'm gonna be like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Alright then.
She knocks at the door. I'll open the door.
Yes. One moment.
I'll look her up and down.
Pervert.
Hmm?
Pervert.
Mm-hmm.
There. And she also brings in a gentleman with her. She introduces herself as Celestia. C-E-L.
Did you
Celeste.
say Molestia or Celestia?
It's Celeste.
Celeste.
Okay.
And
I was
her-
going to say, well, that probably is what Paul's about to do to her, but that's an oddly appropriate name.
and the other one is Echium Smallcask.
Is what?
Echium Smallcast. E-K-A-Y-M.
Yeah, my headset was cutting out again. Or not the headset, the
How's it going?
system.
There, that's his first name.
Like, how's it going?
She gives a small bow as she greets you. Good evening, gentlemen. Nodding to each of you and looks at directly at the dragon for a bit before moving on. And
Oh, are we all sharing the same room? Because that's kind of...
No.
Or is this the breakfast room?
where do you want to have the meeting?
Right here's fine.
Where are we? That's what I'm asking.
We're having it in your
room.
room because his room has underwear sitting everywhere on the floor.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yours is all nice and pretty.
Alright, I'm going to make sure the boys wipe their feet before coming in.
Okay. She introduces herself as that. She introduces herself, and then she speaks of you are the group. Egulus himself comes highly recommended for tournament champions. Giving a small smile.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm just gonna smile at them pleasantly.
Okay,
And
she
pet my
herself
dragon,
does
because
not
it is
possess a
awesome.
license, but her friend, she gestures to the person standing next to her, does possess such a license to be a manager. And
Okay.
he just so happened to be looking for gladiators to participate into the tournament, but had none. He is a
Gotcha.
visiting merchant from the south. Man, there's a lot of information they just dump on you about this.
Yeah, you probably just have to read it all.
This is stuff that doesn't appear until later. Okay, he has his own reasons for wanting to join the tournament, but he's hoping you will actually be competent. He's looking
Yes, I will.
competent enough to actually get through the first round, because otherwise you're basically garbage.
I'm going to have the dragon telepathically tell Yule, but we can't guarantee anything about Yule.
He just shakes his head in wonder and going, "What the fuck?"
I only told Yule that, not anyone else.
Okay. He does give you a nod and saying, "You seem capable enough. Who knows, you'll actually probably do something."
So what all is entailed by this agreement? We
Okay.
enter a tournament and beat our way to the top. Are we required to kill anyone or beat them, or how does this work?
Okay. You are interested in entering the tournament. This is a yes or no right here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we are. I just
Okay.
want to know how it works.
All right, then. He clasps his hands together and he goes to shake each of your hands.
Can we detect magic before he touches me?
Yes. But he does so. He looks at you strangely, and his hand pauses for a moment as you do so.
He what?
His hand pauses as you cast the spell, wondering what the freak.
Does anything show up?
No. Should
I'm
it?
just gonna tell him sorry. Had to make sure we had some strange adventures lately.
Is he wearing a coin purse of any kind, Sammy?
You're literally going to try and steal from him.
Why not? If he's wealthy, he can spare a few coin.
He's not actually
He's
wealthy.
doing
He's
you a
just,
favor.
He's a
Yeah,
merchant.
fair enough.
He has some coin, but he's not that much more wealthy than you. Basically on similar wealth carriage of you.
Okay.
Probably less.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm delayed. I apologize. Okay, so
He also offers to buy dinner for you this night.
I'll tell her, how about you and I speak alone? I have some things I'd like to discuss with you privately.
She shakes her head and says, "Maybe another time. I have other matters to attend to," and
I'm going to give her a very pitying look and just shake my head at him.
she nods in your direction and leaves.
So he agrees to be our sponsor. Us. What do we do next then?
That's what I was saying, and I got ignored.
Hey, my sponsor this tournament. Okay, cool. Well, have a nice day. Did we supposed to meet somewhere at a certain day? Yeah, they didn't give us much information.
I think he just invited us to dinner.
But we didn't get told her when or where. Did only she leave, or did he leave too?
No, only the girl. And she says, as she's leaving, if you do well in the games, I may ask for your services again in the future.
Okay, where are we meeting for dinner? And they would like.
He's still there, so the guy's still there. He said.
Okay.
Yes, we're just gonna time skip
Yeah,
to
you
the
cut out a
dinner
little bit, Sammy.
because I'm not gonna deal with this.
Okay, but we're sticking to the
doesn't
chair
matter.
until he tells us everything.
Yeah. So every round of the tournament, you'll get a certain amount of money that is split among the members. He asks for 50% of the total winnings.
I'm going to say no because you're not risking your neck. with This.
Yeah, that's pretty extreme.
There are 3 of us. Well, 4 of us counting the dragon, because the dragon does need.
He just looks at you strangely and then the dragon and back to you. Diplomacy check.
I'm going to look at the dragon and look at him and say, "Do you expect my dragon not to eat?"
I'm like, since you're not, I understand you're sponsoring us, and how about this? We'll give you whatever. So what? You have to pay money up front or something? Is that how this works?
He bought the right to enter somebody in the gladiatorial thing. Yes.
Okay, well then, what we'll do, we'll give you that money back, and then we'll give you
10%
a quarter of the winnings. We'll split it 4 ways instead of 3.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Do 10% profit,
I
not.
Get another.
I don't have I only have a +2. I don't have ranks in it.
Ember.
I have
ranks.
diplomacy.
Okay.
Okay, everyone do diplomacy. Tell me the results, and I'll tell you what happens.
I botched
I
for a 3 because I'm not.
I got a
diplomatic.
29.
Wow.
I had
Okay.
a 12 for 8 another.
Okay, that's a 31. That he says he thinks it over a minute, and looking at your comments, he says he'll agree to switch it to, instead of 50% for him, he'll do 20 evenly among the group.
Okay.
Yes.
So we each get 20%.
25.
Oh, okay.
Dragon's not included.
You really aren't math today, are you?
Get a DC 100 diplomacy, and he'll include the dragon.
No, the dragon.
I will
doesn't
have
get its
the
own-
dragon.
The dragon.
I will have
for
the
record.
dragon hiss at you.
Oh, the dragon's not getting equal share of our treasure. He's your familiar, not a.
But he still needs to eat.
Oh,
The dragon got a 14.
He does, but that's your burden to bear.
Okay.
Just like if I was a druid or a ranger at animal companion, I wouldn't actually guys who give animal companion equal share of the treasure. It's
Well, one, I'm going to have the dragon tell you telepathically because it's smart. I'm going to tell the dragon to tell you that. One, I was using that as an excuse to give him less money, not the group less.
okay.
2, you're a terrible negotiator. Please keep your mouth shut. You
I'm just gonna look
start
at
at a low position and then raise upward if they force you to. You don't offer them a lot of money and then say, wait, no, we changed our mind, take less.
I negotiate by taking what I want. That's how I negotiate. It's the best negotiation tactic of them all.
And it doesn't work like this in a diplomatic situation.
Maybe we shouldn't have this conversation where Paul's the only one that's speaking out loud in front of their business partners.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done arguing with you.
So he tells you he pushes his license forwards and tells you to sign your name on the license to set everything in stone.
Now, is there some kind of?
We're going to read it before we do it. I'm going to
Oh, absolutely.
Check on it again.
It's a very small, it's likely a business card. It tells you his name. It's making it and everything that makes it an official license. There's not much on it, but he does have slots for gladiators to put their names. It's very basic.
Detect magic or anything show up?
No, none that I'm aware of. It should have. Possibly because it's so minor, no one cares.
I'm going to hold it up to light to make sure there's not any other kind of ink scribbled in there
No,
that we can't see right now.
no.
Okay. Well, no, because if you scribble in, even if you use invisible ink that reappears later,
Which
the
is,
impressions show up while you write. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm checking for.
So to speed this up, he's not trying to con us.
Okay. Then I will.
The goal
Sign my
sharing
name.
is between you four. The actual entering the tournament is for the license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we should have just done is paid him for the license and then given him 10% of. But
Give him give him 20,000.
I'm lawful good now because I wanted to have a pet dragon. But hey, let me screw this guy over on a
Yes.
contract.
that's not screwing him. He's not the one risking his life.
First off, the manager cannot be in the tournament itself. Second off, that's going to cost you over 20,000 gold.
Okay, not yes. You know what, Sammy? If she's any more crazy ideas, I'm just keeping my mouth shut. And if she pays the price for it, then so be it.
What's the second diplomacy check for?
He is pretty much like that was the dragon trying to.
No, he does not
to
get a
look
share.
Pitiful and hungry.
If you want
Yeah,
to
I
give
know.
it some of your share, he says go for it. He doesn't care. But he will take his share.
No, it's you. He's pretty much acting like a manager for the gladiator. He doesn't risk his life or take any risks. He bought the license. That's it.
Which also cost him
So-
quite a bit of money.
Yeah, that's why I said we should pay him back what his investment of the license was, and then 10% of the profit after that. That's what I'm saying. He shouldn't just get 25% even of the winning. It's not risking life. It's just like if you were a manager for a sports or a manager for stars like that, they only get 10% total, and whatever initial investment they put in, like to buy headshots or so forth.
He's not going anything less
They
than
get paid that back.
25%.
Now, yeah, because he already got offered 25%. That's why I said in negotiation, haggling.
Okay, okay. Now at this point, we're arguing for the sake of arguing. It's not going to change anything.
You were telling me I'm a bad negotiator, and I was explaining how it works.
Ember, can I point something out that there's a flaw within your reasoning? What if his investment equals 50% of the total gold you'll win from this tournament?
He still wants
can we, guys, can we just please move on?
That wasn't a question, so
Yes.
he already said he wants the investment back, so that's
He
a
doesn't care for the
non-negotiable
investment.
part.
He
And then
just
he
wants-
wants he wanted the rest of the gold. So
No, he's just getting 25% of the total earnings. He's not getting his investment back. His investment is what he earns, the portion he earns. Okay. He tells you that tomorrow evening is the first day of the tournament, and you must attend. If you do not, you're disqualified.
Okay.
what time is the thing?
It tells me
No,
that, but I
evening.
forget. Ah, right. Just tell me, why the fuck do I not have it?
What time do we have to be there versus what time the fight is?
It's a 5-day tournament, so you go over multiple rounds. So it's each round, different days you'll get different fights.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do we have to all be there to check a certain time, even if the fight's afternoon?
You must be there for the fight, otherwise you're disqualified. And you must be there at 6 p.m. tomorrow to get to qualify for the tournament.
Yeah, I understand we have to be there for the fight or we get disqualified. I'm saying, is there a check-in time you have to be there for
He just
beforehand
said-
so we don't get disqualified?
6 p.m.
Yeah.
And the fight's not then. That's a dinner party for everyone to get together for the tournament.
Yeah,
And-
that's why I was asking what time do we have to be there.
6 p.m.
Yes, I understand that.
Okay,
now that you said it.
guys. This we keep going in circles sometimes, and it's just we're gonna be there at 6 p.m. That's please.
Okay. He also tells you it's a 4-round elimination event. In each round you win, you get better prizes and a trophy. And there's also spectator fights where you can just watch just fun fights that people will host. And the first round is probably the hardest because you're basically you versus several other teams. And whoever wins
Wow,
that.
it's like team on team on team. So, but there's like 5 teams, and each team's out for themselves, basically.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's okay.
So,
Are there rules?
yeah, are we going to show up and find out the other team's like 100 guys?
There's a limit. There's a max of 4 per team.
Okay. Is that 4 counting familiars or 4 total?
4 total.
4 people?
Familiars and companions like your dragon does not count.
Okay, so we could technically recruit a 4th person to fight with us.
So let me get this straight. You're worried about getting less of a cut because you just don't want to, and then you want to bring in a 4th person who will take part of the cut.
No, I was trying to negotiate properly,
Okay.
as you're supposed to do while haggling.
If you bring in
With
someone
someone that
else,
is
that
not
person
fighting with us.
also gets a cut.
Yeah, I'm not actually worried about the money. I was trying
Okay.
to actually haggle like you're supposed to do in negotiations.
You
Okay.
did. You
Fair
got
Haven't you guys ever actually haggled
Okay,
over
my
something?
fault for bringing it
Seriously.
up. Okay, sir, my fault for bringing it up. Okay,
For the 5th time,
You haggled him.
retroactively after it's been done.
You haggled him from 50% to 25%. What else? How low do you want him to go? 0?
What you're supposed to do is, that's how haggling
get
works.
it.
You start at the
Yeah,
lowest
we-
amount, and then you, quote, reluctantly add up as they start at the highest amount, and then reluctantly go down. It's like you would for a job interview. You don't go in saying, hey, pay me the lowest amount I'm willing to accept. You ask for the highest amount that you
Okay.
think you're worth, and then you negotiate to the middle point.
No one's debating that.
Yes, you were.
So,
You
not
absolutely
anymore.
were.
No more of
Does he-
this. We're moving on.
does he need us to
Saying
wear
that,
like
yeah, just
patches
bringing
with
it up.
other sponsors, like a name of an ale company, bars and stuff?
We only wish.
No. Yeah. Oh
Are
wait,
there-
it just says familiars do not count as members, but large animal companions, mounts, and cohorts do.
No, we don't have to worry about that.
Well, we do have to worry about that because that means other teams can have that against us. That's why I'm saying maybe we should consider hiring
Oh wait.
someone to fight with us if we're worried about the other. We have to make it all the way through this. Plus, we don't want to die, so we might need to hire another member.
Oh, do you remember?
I
when
don't want to. I think we're good with just the three of us.
Do you
I want
remember
more
when
money.
I said that there was only 4 members per team? I
Yeah.
went that off from the top
Yes.
of my head. It's actually a single team can consist of no more than 8 members.
Oh, well,
Now
we'll be fine.
Don't worry. This module
and
does
what
not
if it's
allow you-
like 3 dire wolves and 5 people fighting,
Then
and
fly,
including
then,
an ogre or something?
Then cast a fly spell and fly around and drop fireballs on them.
Just point out, we're not trying to win the tournament. We're just trying to get into the tournament so we could sneak around searching for the scrolls.
I thought we had to get to the end to get close to the
No.
guy. Wasn't that the whole point?
No. That's like, extra money. It's not something we need to do, but if we can, cool. It
We
is
have to
gold.
stay in as long as possible to get access to everything we need, don't we?
No. Technically, we don't even have to fight. We just needed legal access to the tournament grounds.
Yeah, but they're not going to let you in if you're disqualified or if you lose.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I'm asking. What are the rules here? Like,
All the rules and everything will be explained at the dinner party. Don't worry. Now, do you wish to skip to the dinner party?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.